Hi, everyone. It's Jeffrey. It's RadiateColor. And this is the card of the day, message of the day. I hope everybody is well. So, the message, this is really interesting. The message that I got was let go of fear and worry and doubt, etc. Like whatever you want to let go of. It's like put it in a balloon, let it go. It's a little bit like when you first start going into a meditation, if you're going through a led meditation, all these thoughts are going to come up. Oh, what about the laundry? What about this? What about that? This is upsetting me, whatever it is. I have to do this after. You just let it pass. You see it as a cloud just going by. And let your light lead you. Let your light, I call on my light to lead me today. I call on my light to lead me today. Interesting, right? And it's a practice. It's a practice like anything else. So today you're going to find yourself worrying about something or frightened or upset or whatever. It's like, okay, I'm going to put this in the bubble. I'm giving this to my higher self. I'm giving this to God and the angels. I'm giving this to the universe. I'm not worrying about it anymore. What I'm going to do is what I really want to do now, which is something that makes me happy, excited, comfortable, etc. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. The better you get at it. It's almost like the whole thing is a moving meditation. The clouds were amazing today. Well, the non-clouds were amazing today. It was super clear because it rained last night, which is really unusual for this time of year. And I saw snow on top of one of the volcanoes. I think I saw snow. There was something white on top. Maybe it's marshmallows. I don't know. Marshmallows are so strange. But it's based, I mean, there's a plant called marshmallow and it grows near streams. It's a little bit, it's very tall. And I guess that's what it initially came from or was inspired by or whatever. Okay. What's the card of the day? El Diablo. Mm. Okay. The devil. The devil is quite the card. Quite the card. And yeah, yeah, we're in that season because it's Capricorn. It's the card of Capricorn, the goat. The devil is about a false path. The devil is a really interesting card. It's a false path. It's this energy of believing that you are tied to something that is not true. So, well, with it's this energy of so traditionally it's like addiction, a codependent relationship, greed, lust, pride, all this, all that stuff. And for me, when the devil comes up, it's like it's showing you the falseness that you're not, that isn't true. That isn't true. So it's this opportunity to say, like you're walking down the street, like let's relate it to what I was talking about. And, the fear comes in. What if I lose my job? Just for an example. What if I lose my job? I'm nothing without my job, right? That's false. That's false. Um, what if, oh, my identity is tied up in what I do I'm using job as an example. Um, the amount of money I make, who I am in my social circle, in my job, I'm the boss or I'm the helper that they can't do without. or uh, you know, etc. And it's this realization. It's like I'm going to take that worry and that fear and that doubt and that shame and blame and resentment, and put it in a balloon and let it fly away. Intend for it to fly away. It's a helium balloon. It's not, no, not just balloon just sits there. And I let it go and I see itself, I see it float off into nothingness. And what am I inviting in now? It's like, well, now that I let go of that fear, that worry, that falseness, that darkness, what do I want to do? Well, I think I want to go look at flowers. I think I want to read a book. I think I want to cook a meal. I think I want to call my friend. I think I want to go for a walk because it brings me joy, because it excites me, because it's the next thing to do. So let that go and invite something new in. So if you're doing like a guided meditation, they tell you, let the clouds go by. And then you bring in what you want. I want to bring in more love. I want to bring in more abundance. I want to bring in more happiness, more clarity, more love, right? More excitement, more possibilities, more opportunities. So now, if you look really closely at the card, it's Adam and Eve in the garden. They both have little horns on them. They're both little devils themselves. And they're not really tied. They're not really tied. They think they're tied. Um, they have elephants, right? And they tie them to the tree. And it's psychological, and the elephant goes around the tree. But I was watching, when there was that terrible tsunami in Thailand, there were elephants that were up on the hill that they took for rides and stuff. And the elephants were trained, and they were attached to the tree, like psychologically, so they really wouldn't do that. But when they felt the earth move, they're like, up the hill, up the hill. And they all ripped out the trees because they could. And that's who we are, right? It's this attachment that I have. Oh, I'm nothing without my job. My standing in society is based on whether I have a job or how important my job is or what I do at my job, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like you're more than your job. It's simple as that. You're more than your body, you're more than your job, you're more than your relationship, you're more than where you live, et cetera, et cetera. Et cetera, et cetera. That's the way I should. So I'm not saying the tsunami is coming. I'm saying you have the ability to free yourself, even if it's only a moment, even if it's only a moment, to just let go of, that bubble you keep yourself in. And we all do. It's not, I'm not sitting in judgment of, oh, like this is not going to be okay. And without this, I'm nothing. And free yourself for a moment, for a minute, for 5 minutes, and say, I'm not going to worry about that anymore. What I really want to do is paint this picture. What I really want to do is make lunch. What I really want to do is like have a laugh, etc. Things that bring me joy, the things that bring me excitement, things that make me happy. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And, the more you do it, the better you get at it, And it's kind of like bringing a meditation in, an observance in. Like, well, I always do that. I'm always worried about this. I'm always thinking about worst case scenarios. And the other message that I got this morning, because I was looking at the sky, and the sky is always so different here. And like we've had some rain the past few days, just not much, but some. So the clouds have been really interesting. And it's just different every day. And today there was a certain clarity in the sky. And I'm looking at the sky on all, um, I go up to the roof and there are not letting a lot of tall buildings around me. So I really get a great view. And I can see the mountains on all four sides. Today I could see them on all four sides. And it was super clear. And I'm looking at the sky and the clouds and the formations of the clouds. And I'm like, it's just endless, isn't it? I mean, it's not, but it seems like it is. And it's like, it's endless. It's like anything is possible. Because I think a lot of times, we're so worried and fearful. I mean, that's like the society we live in. If you keep on filling yourself with that, right? If you watch a lot of stuff, well, this terrible thing is happening there and that terrible thing is happening there. And then you take it on and, oh, what am I going to do about it? It's like, well, if there's a volcano going off somewhere else in the world, it's like there's nothing you can do about it. If there's a volcano near you going off, you should probably get out of there. It's like if I release that, anything is possible. So, I think a lot of times we are in fear. It's like, oh, what if this happens? It's like, well, what if something good happened? What if I open myself up to love, abundance, kindness, clarity, opportunities? Anything can happen, right? If I free myself from bondage, from darkness, from limitation, all is possible. I heard from somebody who's coming to Mexico City for 2 days. I haven't heard from him in years. It's like, well, that's the last person I thought I would see. Right. Oh, well, I have to have this friend come. And that friend can't make it. And it's like, yeah, but this is right. I go to a bakery and I want a specific dessert and they don't have it, but I'm there already. And I'm meeting my friend, so I don't have to get some to eat, but I want to. It's like, well, that I wanted, that I had to have, let me try that. Let me try that instead. See what happens. Maybe you'll like it better. Maybe it'll inspire you. See, all is possible. All right. That's my little message of the day. I always feel like the devil, I mean, it's kind of a warning card, but it's also this opportunity to see your falseness. It's this opportunity to see what you're tied to that isn't necessarily in your best interest. In your best interest. All right. That's my take for the day. Nancy and I are beginning classes. I offer private readings. I still have the yearly readings available. Meditations available for purchase, et cetera, et cetera. And, we can do energy healing work, which I'd love to do. I'd love to do. And I'd be more than happy to help you out. So that's it, IET, integrated energy therapy. It's like an individualized Reiki in a way. It's more individualized Reiki. It was born out of Reiki. So all the information is below. Blessings. Have a lovely day. Bye.